Get ready, USCIS may restart green card interviews in 2025. Here's what you need to know to ace it. In today's video, we're revealing the key questions that USCIS officers typically ask during marriage-based green card interviews, especially important as USCIS may reinstate interviews for many applicants in 2025. With this possible shift, proper preparation isn't optional, it's your best defense. Every USCIS officer has a slightly different interview style. Most will conduct interviews like a casual conversation, but in a Stokes interview, both spouses are interviewed separately, and inconsistencies are closely examined. It's far more detailed. We've grouped the most common questions into 6 categories. 1. People and names. 2. Key dates. 3. Important locations. 4. Finances. 5. Daily routines. 6. Extra personal details. Let's go through each category in detail. 1. Questions about people and names. These are foundational questions used to verify the legitimacy of your relationship. Accuracy is critical. Know these answers by heart. 1. What is your spouse's full legal name? 2. Can you spell your spouse's name? 3. Has your spouse ever used another name, such as a maiden name? 4. What are the names of your in-laws and other close relatives? 5. Do either of you have children from previous relationships? If so, what are their names? 6. What are the birth dates or ages of your children or stepchildren? 7. If applicable, what is the name of your spouse's former spouse? 8. Who attended your wedding ceremony? 9. Approximately how many people were present at your wedding? 10. Who are the witnesses listed on your marriage certificate? These questions may seem simple, but inconsistencies, especially on basics like names or attendance, can raise serious red flags. 2. Questions about key dates. USCIS officers often use dates to verify your relationship's timeline. Prepare for detailed memory checks. 1. What is your spouse's date of birth? 2. What are your children's birth dates, even if you are both the biological parents? 3. What is the official date of your marriage listed on the certificate? 4. When did you first meet your spouse? 5. What month and year was your first date? 6. How long have you been together as a couple? 7. If you were previously married, when did that marriage end? 8. If your spouse had a prior marriage, when did it legally end? 9. How old were you when you first met your spouse? 10. How old were you when you got married? 11. How old was your spouse at the time of the marriage? 12. How old were you both when your children were born? Small inconsistencies in key dates can lead to suspicion. Practice these answers together and cross-check your official documents. 3. Questions about important locations. Questions about places you've lived, visited, or plan to go are used to establish cohabitation and shared experiences. 1. Where did you first meet your spouse? 2. Where did your wedding take place? 3. Where is your spouse originally from? Can you spell their hometown if it's in another country? 4. What addresses have you lived at together? Include city, state, and country if applicable. 5. What trips have you taken together? Include international and domestic travel. 6. What are your favorite places to visit as a couple? 7. Where do you plan to travel after receiving the green card? 8. Do you live in a house or an apartment? 9. Do you rent or own your current residence? 10. How many rooms and floors are in your home? 11. What is the color of your walls or type of curtains in your residence? 12. Where did your spouse attend college or university? 13. Where is your spouse currently employed? Details about your living arrangements, travel, and shared spaces can prove your relationship is ongoing and legitimate. 4. Questions about finances. These questions assess whether you manage finances jointly, an important indicator of a bona fide marriage. 1. Do you and your spouse file taxes jointly? 2. Do you share a bank account? What is the name on that account? 3. Who pays which household bills? 4. Who handles the budgeting in your home? 5. What is the name of your health or auto insurance provider? 6. What large purchases have you made together, e.g., furniture, appliances, home renovations? 7. What is your monthly rent or mortgage payment? 8. Who paid the USCIS application fees? 9. Can you explain recent transactions in your joint bank account, Zelle, or Venmo? 10. When paying rent or utilities, do you include notes like rent share or other descriptions? Keeping financial records clean and consistent can strongly support your case. Annotated transactions can be especially useful in a Stokes interview. 5. Questions about daily routines. These questions are often unexpected but offer insight into your daily shared life. 1. How many vehicles do you own as a household? 2. What are the makes, models, and colors of those vehicles? 3. Who typically drives the vehicles, and who drove to this interview? 4. Who usually cooks, cleans, or handles specific household chores? 5. Who pays which bills in the household? 6. What time do you and your spouse leave for and return from work? 7. What does a typical weekend look like for both of you? 8. What is your spouse's occupation and current salary? 9. Which side of the bed does your spouse sleep on? 10. What color is your spouse's toothbrush? 11. Are there any other shared daily habits worth noting? These questions test your familiarity with one another. Gaps here often trigger further investigation. 6. Questions about personal details. These additional questions help round out your story and often show up in both standard and Stokes interviews. 1. How and when did you meet your spouse? 2. Who proposed marriage, and what were the circumstances? 3. Does your spouse have a criminal record or prior immigration violations? 4. Why did you decide to get married? Avoid mentioning immigration benefits. 5. What are your post-green card travel plans? 6. What are your plans for the upcoming weekend? 7. Do you have long-term plans as a couple, like buying a house or having children? 8. Do you have pets? If so, provide their names, types, and colors. 9. What are your usual holiday celebrations or traditions? 10. What hobbies does your spouse enjoy? 11. Do you know each other's phone numbers? 12. If your spouse was previously married, what caused the relationship to end? Being able to speak about each other with confidence, depth, and emotion goes a long way. Interview preparation tips. Every USCIS interview is different. Officer discretion plays a huge role, but your preparation should always include reviewing your I-130 and I-485 applications together, ensuring your answers align with what was submitted, bringing supporting evidence, marriage certificate, shared lease, joint bank statements, photos, travel history, and text/email threads, practicing potential interview questions aloud, staying calm and honest throughout the process. If unsure about a question, it's okay to pause or say you'd like to confirm with your spouse. What to expect in 2025. If the interview requirement resumes in 2025, it's expected to involve both standard and Stokes-style formats. Reports from late 2024 suggest interviews may last between 30 to 60 minutes. They'll occur at local USCIS field offices. You must bring original documents, ID, the interview notice, and request an interpreter in advance if needed. Interview results may be issued the same day or within a few weeks. Denials usually result from inconsistent answers or lack of credible evidence, but appeals are available and can take months. Insights from subscribers. Many viewers have shared real-world tips. One applicant was asked about the family pet's name. Another had to describe their spouse's favorite dinner. These questions seem minor, but they count. Some couples brought shared calendars or grocery lists as proof of daily life. Even simple tools like joint Amazon or Costco purchases added to their credibility. This process can feel overwhelming, but remember, USCIS is not looking for perfect couples. They're looking for real ones. Consistency, honesty, and preparation are the keys. Monitor updates on uscis.gov and watch for changes in interview policies. Don't wait until you get the notice, prepare now. Disclaimer: this video is based on public sources and user experiences. It does not constitute legal advice. Please consult a licensed immigration attorney for personalized guidance. Found this helpful? Like and subscribe to Immiscope for more accurate immigration updates. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a tip. And if you've had a green card interview, drop your experience in the comments. Your insight might help someone else. Thanks for watching, Immiscope family. See you in the next video.